Hey guys, my name's Grace Morocco and I'm going to be studying abroad in Milan for the next semester. But before I get there, there's one thing I have to do, and that's pack. As someone who studied abroad in London last summer and is now going to Italy, I know a thing or two about what to bring and what to keep home. I have a few of my favorite packing tips to share with you guys in case you plan on studying abroad. Let's go. Let's start off with the most obvious thing that you need, and that is luggage. So depending on what type of ticket you buy, the airline is probably going to let you bring one checked bag, one carry-on, and one personal item. Speaking from experience, that is more than enough. I'm telling you guys, pack lighter. You do not need any more. My biggest recommendation for luggage is to get a travel backpack. I got mine from Amazon. I'll link it down below. The most important thing you want to look for is a backpack that has an insert where you can put it on top of your suitcase. This makes it so much easier when you're rolling it around the airport. You don't even have to carry it. You just put it on the luggage and you're good to go. These are perfect not only for the airport, but also if you're going on any weekend trips during your study abroad. I took my travel backpack to Scotland with me when I went to go see the Taylor Swift. It fit everything I needed, plus my Taylor Swift outfit, plus my pink cowgirl boots. It's perfect. Another thing, you want to make sure that it fits the size guidelines. So even though it is a backpack, my backpack is a little bit too big to be considered a personal item on a plane. It's actually considered a carry-on. But I will tell you something, I have gotten away with putting it on the plane as a personal item and then also having my small suitcase. Now take that with a grain of salt. You have to pack very lightly if you want it to be considered a personal item. I'm not stuffing it full. It's very flat and will very easily fit under the seat. Next is probably the second most obvious thing that you need, and that's clothing. What everybody wants to know on what to bring when you're studying abroad. My advice is to pack a capsule wardrobe. And what I mean by this is packing pieces that you can mix and match and the outfit will still be cute. Not only does this save space in your luggage, but it also makes getting dressed so much easier if all of your clothes are plain and can match with each other. I know that I will wear dresses, so I'm bringing dresses. If you do not wear dresses, but you think, oh, well, I might wear this, don't bring it. If you don't wear it at home, you're not going to want to wear it when you're studying abroad. You being in another place is not going to magically give you a new sense of style. And if it does, that's great. There's stores there that you can shop at. But don't stuff it all in your suitcase because you'll be in a world of hurt when you get there. Next up is shoes. And if you're studying abroad in Europe or the UK, there's a 99.9999% chance that you're going to be walking everywhere, which means you need comfortable tennis shoes. I know everyone wants to look cute when they're abroad and take Instagram pictures. You can do that, but bring tennis shoes, please. This is one lesson that I learned when I was in London. I would put on these cute flats, walk around all day, come home, and my feet were on fire. If you want to wear cute shoes for a picture or an internship, bring it in a separate bag. Once you get to work or wherever you're going, change into the shoes. Your feet will thank you later. Another thing that I found really helpful is using vacuum sealed bags to put your clothes in. So what I mean by this are those bags where you put your stuff in, you seal it up, get a vacuum, and it sucks all the air out. This will make your clothes so tiny. If you're bringing anything large like a sweater or a coat that you're not wearing to the airport, it needs to be in your suitcase. Seriously, use one of those. It'll be like fourth the size. Disclaimer though, it does not change the weight of the items. So while it gives you a lot more room to pack, you have to be careful that you're not overpacking and your suitcase weighs way more than it has to be. I got mine from Amazon. I'll put a link down below, and it comes with a handheld vacuum. So I could easily put that on my carry-on. If somebody from TSA needed to go through my bag, open up the bags, I would easily be able to seal it up right there in the airport. Next up is electronics. So in case you didn't know, different countries have different outlet shapes. So an outlet that works over here in the US is not going to work other places unless you bring an adapter, which arguably one of the most important things you can bring. If you're traveling to multiple countries, consider getting an adaptable one where you can switch it around for whatever country that you're in. Now, most countries use different electrical systems. For example, in the US, the standard voltage is around 110 volts, while in a lot of other countries, like those in Europe, it's 220 volts. What this is going to affect are your hair tools. You want to make sure that every hair tool that you're bringing has dual voltage. You can check if it's dual voltage by looking for a label or small print on the handle or the plug. If it says something like 100 to 240, it's dual voltage and you're good to go. But if it only says 110 voltage, don't bring it. It won't work in another country. My last piece of advice is probably the most important. Be travel ready. You never think things are going to happen to you until it does happen to you, and then you're like, well, I'm screwed. But you're not going to get in that situation because you're going to follow this advice. In the event that the airport somehow loses your luggage, make sure you have all of your important things, contacts, medication, change of clothes, face wash for me, in your carry-on. You want to be able to survive on the things in your carry-on for like 2 or 3 days, just in case the airport loses your luggage and you have nothing. Make sure that whatever you bring on the plane with you is less than 3.4 ounces, or else they will throw that away. They don't care. Last but not least, make sure you have all of your important documents in your backpack ready to go if somebody questions you while you're there. Literally any document that you can think of, just print it out. It would be better to have it than to not have it if you have to talk to a guy at the airport. Not saying you'll need it, but if you do need it, you'll be happy that you have it. And those are all of my tips for how to prepare for study abroad. If I left anything out and you have a question, drop it in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe because I'll be making study abroad videos all semester. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.